So what I'll do, by the way, this title is something which I did not decide. I was given this title, Bringing Engineering Drawing to Life. So what I'll do is I'll present maybe 3 or 4 examples, okay? And I would just want you to observe, okay? I'll go silent, okay, while those examples are being executed on the screen. I'll go silent, but then you just observe. And would be nice if you know, we can interact quite a bit, okay? Let this be a very free interaction session. All right. Oh, by the way, so I'm assuming that all you guys are engineers with at least a master's program. So some of you guys are doctoral students as well, or doctoral, well, you have your PhD degrees also, some of you, okay, okay. So engineering drawing, you must all have experienced that in your first year. Yes. Tell me something about your experience. How was it? Good, bad, terrible? Huh?
Once understand, then good.
All right, all right, all right, all right. So let's so again the question is, I am interested in learning your experience on engineering drawing. If you could just raise your hand and, you know, one by one, just so that we all get an idea, and at least I in particular have an idea. All right, so anybody? Yeah, please. Very bad and ugly. All right. So good part is missing there.
No, sir, no good.
Okay. Why do you say that?
I'm very poor in that.
You're very poor in that? Why do you say you are very poor in that?
No, sir, never got interested in learning that. Never were able to draw good diagrams.
Okay. All right.
And none of my.
It's just a bunch of lines and arcs, and you have a compass and you have a ruler.
No, sir, the starting point and the ending point never met to draw a cycloid.
Okay. So it is not your problem, it's the problem of the points. They didn't meet, so yeah. All right, anybody else? I'm sorry. Could you please say that out loud? We'll come to that. We'll come to that during the session. Anybody else?
In the initial chapters, it was good.
Yeah, I am trying to do my best.
You're trying to do your best? Fantastic. Fantastic.
Yeah, in the initial chapters, it was easy to learn English drawing. Then it was interesting. But when chapter becomes more complex, then I could not able to understand. Then I was not getting more interest.
Okay. So since you could not understand, the interest level drooped down. That's an interesting point. Anybody else?
Sir, I love to start.
Could you be a little louder, because there are guys at the back who would.
Yes, sir. I love to stuff like scales, pencils, and all these things. But I didn't like the concepts and all those things.
You did not like the concepts. Why?
Because I didn't love them.
You didn't love that. Why? Because you did not understand them, or
Yeah.
you did not understand them very well. Okay. Anybody else? Anybody else?
It takes lots of time to draw.
It takes a lot of time. Okay. Yeah.
I liked engineering drawing to the extent, like, what I understood.
Hmm.
We used to be given a figure and we used to draw top view, side view, and front view. We used to first do it in a sheet and then on the program. So till that point, whatever I did, I loved.
You liked it. You liked it, and you would love to teach this, is it? Or
But I don't think I'm like I have the expertise to teach it yet. But whatever I learned.
fantastic. Anybody else? Okay. All right. So as the title says, bringing engineering drawing to life. All right. Let's bring some life to it. Okay? Yeah. First example of a third angle orthographic view drawing. The object is shown on your top right. Okay? And as I said, I would just want you guys to observe how things are done. Okay? If you closely observe, the screen looks like a sheet, like a huge sheet, pretty much like an A3 sheet that you would be using as a student to draw or to make your exercises. On the bottom right, you have this little box, quite typical, you know, third angle, first angle, you have to, like, you know, make the titles and everything. And then this is how it starts. Just observe. The idea was to make it as live as possible, as if somebody is like kind of drawing these views live, using all the projection lines, center lines, you know, hinge lines, dimensioning. Okay? Comments? Reactions? Come again?
The side view में dimension 8 है वहाँ पे 12 है.
स्केल भी तो 1:1.5 है. और scale is 1:1.5. Or anything else? Anything else? Is there any problem with this slide that you can think about? Which one? This guy?
No, the top.
This one? Huh? Yeah. In the profile view?
Yes, this would be somewhat.
Would be in the center, at bottom.
Which bottom?
This part.
This part?
Yeah, that top box, that should be in the center.
The bottom box or the top box?
No, that top box.
This guy?
Yeah, that whole box should be in the center.
In the center? You mean this thing should be kind of extended?
Yeah.
Huh? Okay. What else?
And the lining, I didn't understand that what line represents.
What?
Slant line.
This guy? This guy's a rib. This guy's a rib.
That is a projected part.
It's a rib. Yeah, yeah.
Square may be converted into circle, round square.
Come again?
Square may be converted.
This square would be converted to a circle.
Means दो साइड जो है इसका वो कट की तरफ होना चाहिए.
दो साइड इसका कर्व की तरफ होना चाहिए. चलिए. See, this is what the point is that I'm trying to make. Basically, I make a lot of mistakes. Okay? Basically, I make a lot of mistakes. I know about this. Now, either I've got two choices. Either I can try to hide those mistakes, or I expose those mistakes, right? If I hide those mistakes, but on the other hand, if I expose those mistakes, it helps, especially in subjects like these. You know, your eyes are sharp, okay? Immediately you started pointing out, tak, 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 kuch, 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 gabad hai. And which is what my objective is, to make you guys observe. Because ED or engineering drawing is all about, you know, when you're making those lines, when you're drawing a bunch of lines, it's a very high possibility and probability that you would be missing some lines and some curves, right? And if you kind of flip it up and let the students by themselves realize that there is something missing, you are giving them an opportunity to, right? Second thing is you are attentive. You know why? You know why? Because you know that I am making mistakes. You are attentive, right? Okay. Second example. These are typical examples that you would have done during your undergrad, your first year, second year maybe, yeah, 2 semesters, first 2 semesters maybe, right? Okay, third example, this is cone-cone intersection using cutting plane method. Again, don't worry about the technicalities, just observe. Sure. You know what this guy allows me to do? It allows me to move freely. Okay, I can control my presentation from wherever I am. I can even go to the camera and talk to you guys without actually facing you. Right? Okay. Now, if I'm to tell my students whether these intersection curves are accurate or not, what's the best thing I could do? I could simply go to a CAD software, have 2 cones intersect, get the intersection curves, and overlay, you know, that result with this. Tuck. Okay? All right. This is a 2-point perspective. I'm not sure if you have learned that in your drawing classes, but then anyways. Do you know what this is about? Huh? What is the object? Stairs? Cool. Fantastic. Oops. Just observe. You know, it takes a lot of time to draw, sure. It takes a lot more time to make a presentation out of it. You know, when I was teaching perspectives to my students, I chose this example for a reason. I told them, look guys, you are here, you are possibly here. You know, they are in their first year. You are possibly here. And as you guys graduate to the next level, second year, third year, final year, some of you guys might want to go for a master's or a PhD or elsewhere, you would be essentially climbing up the ladder, right? One thing that you would notice is I did not finish the ladder. Too heavy a lunch? Huh? Yeah. Yeah, my classes also used to be at 2 o'clock. All right. What do you think the objectives were when I was teaching this course? Or what do you think the objectives would have been for a course like engineering drawing? What would your instructors tell you?
Broaden your imagination.
Would that be told by your instructor, broaden your imagination? That would be a fantastic one. So your instructor did a good job. What else? They would be like, you know what, these drawings, if somebody else would be able to see it, they should be able to figure out what the object is. You know, if you as a designer would draw certain drawings of an object, the manufacturer should be able to produce it. Sure, sure, all is there. What else? Anything new that you can think about? You guys are teachers, right? You guys are going to be teachers. Anything new that you can think about? You know, I've heard this many a times by my own students. This course is useless for them. And I'm like, why? They're like, you know, I mean, fine. Once they are done with this course, they find no use of it. I'm like, are you sure? It so turns out, in my opinion, they are wrong. What I think students will learn from this is to observe anything, everything, anything and everything, even the minutest details. Right? Any flaw in anything, if they are trained well, they would be able to pick it up or pick it up. It doesn't really matter whether it's drawing, it doesn't really matter whether it's computer science, whether you're writing a code, it doesn't really matter whether you're doing civil engineering, material sciences, they should be able to pick it up. Directly, this is doing something else. Indirectly, this is doing something else. This is my opinion. Tell me yours. Okay. I'm going to be posing a bunch of questions to you guys, and I want free and frank answers, if possible. Why do you want to teach? You guys are going to be teachers, right? Why do you want to teach? Huh? You have to be loud. I didn't say why do you have to teach. I didn't ask why do you have to teach. I'm asking why do you want to teach. There's a big difference. Are you teaching just because you're going to be getting your salary? Yes? Thank you. Thank you for being very frank. Okay. Anybody else?
I want to explore my knowledge.
You want to
What I learned from childhood. I want to explore my knowledge. I want to explore my knowledge.
whatever you have learned from childhood.
From childhood to this high school education, what I learned, I want to explore and spread this my knowledge to the students after I present.
Okay. Anybody else?
To forever be young.
Huh?
To forever be young
To forever be young
at mind.
in mind, not in body? Huh?
It's not possible.
Why not? Why not? Okay.
That through teaching, I can increase my knowledge also.
You can increase your knowledge. So it's kind of a cycle.
Keep my learning continue.
My learning process can be increased to it.
Okay.
I have to prepare daily basis. That's why my knowledge can be increased. daily.
Okay. Okay. Quick question. How much time do you think I would have invested in this example? The stairs example. You've seen the slide, right? How much time do you think I would have invested in this? Are you sure? Slash, are you kidding? Okay. Second guess? Ha ha. 2 years? और कोई काम धंधा नहीं है? 8 to 10 hours. 8 to 10 hours. Typical. Right. Anybody else? Why would they want to teach? That's an important question that you need to ask yourselves, because if you're not convinced, how would you? And if you're convinced, I'm sure you'll do a damn good job. Damn good job. Much more than your salary. Okay. What do you want to teach? It's a trick question. What do you want to teach? Whatever's there in the book, or something more, or something more, or something more? Huh? Why? Why do you have to know about everything? I don't know about nothing, frankly. You're the king in a subject?
I feel that I'm king and the unique person in that subject.
Uh-huh.
Feel very much comfortable and that subject I want to
Okay.
any subject that I feel I'm the superior in that subject.
Okay.
King of that subject.
Okay.
Subject I am.
Okay. But only the subject matter or something else?
Not only the subject matter.
Subject and knowledge. Okay. All right. Anybody else?
Because I love teaching.
It's your own interest to teach, right? Wunderbar. Fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. Anybody else?
Same thing, love for teaching.
Love for teaching and hate for engineering drawing. Yeah. What do you expect students to learn from you? Remember, teaching is just not a monetary transaction. Students pay and you deliver. It's much more. It's a lot more. A heck lot more. There's a lot of energy that you have to spend and you have to give to your students so that they feel motivated. This is how I take teaching. What do you expect students to learn from you? To become the king?
To ask right questions.
To ask
Right questions.
right questions. Okay, I'll come to that. I'll come to that. There's a right question in mind I have. I'm going to be posing that to you. Okay. This is an important one. What are you getting out of it? What are you getting out of it? Success? Satisfaction? Self-satisfaction? Okay, anything else? Huh? You, no, it's nice. Respect. Respect, sure. Huh?
Students should be placed.
They should be placed.
So exploration of different minds.
आपका लगता है इकोनॉमिक्स आपकी बहुत अच्छी सब्जेक्ट है लग रहा है अर्थशास्त्र नहीं Sure, that is one of the main objectives. Students have to be useful. Yeah, what else?
Exploration of different minds.
I'm sorry? Why is that important? Okay. Yeah, good feedback, satisfaction. So, yeah, you do something, you get something, you do something. So, it's a cycle. It motivates you. Fantastic. So, it's a cycle.
So exploration of different minds.
Exploration of different minds. Okay. Okay.
Learning new things.
learning new things. I'll tell you what I learned out of this. And you'll be surprised, it's got nothing to do with the subject that I was teaching. What makes these two? Very important. You know how I exploited that? I used to give them extra credits. So I had divided the course into you know, a set of things: 30% NSEM, 50%, sorry, 30% mid-SEM, 50% NSEM, 20 or 30 marks for lab assignments and everything. On top of that, I used to give competitions. Like for instance, one time I remember asking them to make a perspective of a Maruti 800. Okay, extra credit. So on top of 100, they would score, let's say, 30 more. You know how it works? If one guy, and I was teaching, I taught this course twice, 420, 430 students each. Okay? If one guy decides to make it, I would actually get 400 sheets. That's how it works. India. Right? Bhechal. Sure. Yeah. So what else? What else?
So if you are able to answer each and every question that a student asks, they definitely enjoy the class. For that you have to master that subject. That I personally.
Okay.
If you are able to answer each and every question that a student asks,
Sure.
that they can automatically enjoy. The student can automatically enjoy.
Okay. What else?
They want quality education, quality knowledge.
Okay.
Student satisfaction
Student satisfaction.
at the end of the course for whatever teachers are teaching, if they are getting properly,
Okay.
they will get satisfaction and they will
Okay.
Proper guidance,
Proper guidance. Okay. Anybody else?
practical demonstration,
Practical demonstration. Real-time implementation. Okay. Anything else?
Sometimes jokes. Some jokes related.
So it'll be really nice if. Are you a king of jokes? Huh?
They say that
No, but are you a king of jokes? Because I would really want to hear some.
not like
Why not?
because sometimes in during the learning process, teaching process, if you put a little joke, then the student can enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah. Great.
That
Great.
may be related to study anything.
Fantastic. What makes you enjoy? Because if you are not enjoying what you are doing, what's the purpose? What's the point? Salary? Increment. आपका शुभ नाम कहाँ है? क्या है? अमोल बुटे। और कहाँ से हैं आप? महाराष्ट्र। पुणे? अमरावती। बढ़िया। अति उत्तम। Good performance. Good feedback. Anything else?
Good response.
Good.
If they are attentive in the class, then they can enjoy.
Hmm.
If the student can attend in the class, then he can enjoy.
Anything else?
good performance of the students.
Good performance of students. Good.
Student satisfaction and student success.
Okay.
So if a student also want to become teacher.
That would be a great success. If you as a teacher can motivate any student to become a teacher, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. Anything else? Okay. What are the new things you would bring to the table? Engineering drawing is what, 100, 120, 130, 150 years old? There was this French guy somewhere in the 1850s, 1860s who, huh? I don't remember the name, but then there was this French guy who came up with this. So it's a 150-year-old thing, right? So what's new? What's new? What is something new that you are going to be, remember as teachers, you are going to be teaching the same subject every semester. Okay, every semester. So you will end up teaching the same subject maybe let's say for 20, 30 years down the line. Is it going to be the same? Or would you be wanting to add any variety each time you're teaching that subject? That's the question. So these are questions that I'm asking on your behalf. Okay, if I am a teacher, and I still do ask these questions to myself. Okay? What stops you? If at all, anything stops you. If at all anything stops you, if at all anything inhibits you, what is that? Yourself? Good one, good one, good one. Take it up as a challenge. Teach engineering drawing the first time. I'll tell you what, you'll be marvelous in that. You'll be marvelous. No. You will be marvelous. The best way to learn something is to teach. You'll be great. Try it out. What else? What stops you? Fear. Okay. Nervousness. Shyness. I was very shy the first time I was facing 420 students. So much so that I used to come to the class at least 15 to 20 minutes before, and I started interacting with those kids, and that momentum that I built up with that interaction, that used to carry me for the rest of 50 minutes or 60 minutes or something. Sure? Yeah? Here's the right question. Which one is the left hand? Show that to me. Come on. Which one is the left hand? Show that to me.
With respect to whom?
With respect to you. All right. You are the reference frame. Which one is the left hand? What is this? What is this? This is like, I don't even know if this is an answer. Either this is an answer or this is an answer. I don't know what this is. Huh? Huh?
This is political answer.
Diplomatic.
Come on. Which one is your left hand? I want to see the answers. I want to see the answers. I still don't see the answers. Which one is your left hand? The lunch was quite heavy. Which one is your left hand? Okay. Are you sure? Are you absolutely sure?
Yes.
Can't hear you.
Yes. Yes.
Can't hear you still.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
Positively.
Yes.
Seriously.
Yes.
हाँ तो तुम्हारे पास है यार, छोड़ के कहाँ आए हो? कहाँ छोड़ के आए हो? How come it's the left hand? It's with you. Right. Explore. These are some of the questions that might help you explore as best as you can and create the magic. Because if you could do that, your students will be very, very fortunate. If you create this magic every time. How? Like for instance, how to prepare for a course, how, whatever, how like questions, they will automatically happen. Yeah? Okay. This is what I learned out of the course. You know who this guy is? This is what I learned out of the course. You know who this guy is? Huh? Yeah. Again me? Oh, thank you. Any questions? इस तरह की वार्ताएं जो हैं, चाय पे 4.5 विचार, फिर से ध्यान से सुनिए इसको, चाय पे 4.5 विचार, उनका यदि आदान प्रदान हो तो इस तरह की वार्ताएं अति उत्तम होती। Is Hindi a problem for you? But do you follow Hindi? Okay, so I'll slow down. इस तरह की वार्ताएं, बातें, किस तरह की? अच्छा, sure, even I was confused. I mean, what to give you? What to give you? What do you expect? What do you expect? If I can give you anything, I'll be very happy to. But then what to give you? इस तरह की वार्ताएं, चाय पे 4.5 विचार, उनका यदि आदान प्रदान हो, है ना? आप प्रश्न पूछें, हम उत्तर दें, हम प्रश्न पूछें, आप उत्तर दें, हैं? अब इस पे आप विचारिए, इस पे आप विचारिए। नहीं, आप विचारिए। धन्यवाद, थैंक यू।